All right, so today I'm going to talk about how you can lock out unbranded ownCloud clients from your ownCloud instance and make sure that people only use the ownCloud clients that you provide to them. And yeah, some words about myself. So my name is Hauke Melius. I'm a senior pre-sales engineer at ownCloud. And in that role, I'm supporting our customers in a technical way during the sales cycle. All right. Okay. So what are we trying to achieve? So if you have a normal ownCloud setup, so if you set up your ownCloud as you normally do, so you can use all the ownCloud clients that you can find on the iOS App Store, or you can download on our website and so on. So there's no restriction by that. So, but as this talk is about how to restrict that, we can do that. So you might want to restrict your users to only use the clients that you provide to them. So one reason could be that you only want them to use your clients because they have a specific kind of configuration. So for example, you have the URL already built into your client. You have some other things already configured through our tool that we call the unbranded, where we build these customized apps. Or maybe some special security settings. So, for example, for the iOS app, you can force a user to use the Touch ID every time he opens up the app. And as this might be important for you as a company, you want to make sure that people only use an app that forces a user to authenticate every time he opens up the app. So, for example, if he loses his app on the airport and it's unlocked, so people cannot access the data. And you also might want to prevent that people use or put the data that's stored in your ownCloud on their private devices, so that they use their private laptop and download the clients and access the data. That's also possible. Because you want only that. So if you distribute the apps with your mobile device management, for example, or if you use your other automation tools to roll out the desktop client, you can prevent that with this setup. All right. Yeah. So some basic words about how Oauth works and how we can basically do what I'm talking about the last couple of minutes. So we can make so all of our clients support using Oauth for the authorization, and in order to be able to do that, we need to install the Oauth app on our server, and after that, the server will only accept Oauth requests. Okay, so what's happening there? So at first, the client is sending out an authorization request, and this authorization request has a client ID and a specific client secret with it. All right, and then some magic happens on the ownCloud server, and they create an authorization code, and they send it back, and at the end, the client receives an Oauth access token that he can use to access the data on of that account, basically. All right. So and what we can do in order to lock out these public available clients, we need to create unique client IDs and unique secrets, and put them into our clients in order to make sure that ownCloud only accept these requests. All right. So let's. I will do a quick demo afterwards. So just some overview steps what you're about to see. So what do you need to do? So I put that on that slide. If people, I think we will distribute the slides afterwards. Here you can see what the things are that you need to do if you want to have that. So of course you need to install the Oauth app on your server. Then you will need to delete the existing Oauth client IDs and secrets. So we will see that in a second. create custom IDs and secrets for your clients. And these client IDs and secrets then need to be added to your configuration in the ownBranded tool. And then you can brand your client or build your client. This will take like up to, I think, 24 hours or so, and then you can use it. All right. Okay, yeah, some slides where I show what we're about to see in live. So if you want to have a look at that later on, so you can download the slide set. And but I would like to go to the live demo now. All right. So I only have one hand to type. So let's see. Okay, so I have an ownCloud running here on my laptop based on Docker containers. So, and if I want to have a look at the Oauth configuration, I need to go to the settings page and to the user authentication stuff. And here we can see, in this case, we can see four different configurations. So the first three are the ones that basically describe the publicly available client. So this is, for example, if you look at the desktop client, this is the client identifier and the secret of the desktop client that you download on our website from owncloud.com/download or .org/download. So that's the identifier and the secret that they use. So just as a quick test, so if I just remove that here. So yes, I'm pretty sure. So I just removed the client configuration from the public client, and I will just try to connect to that instance here. So I will try to add a new account. So the client I've opened now is just the basic client that I downloaded from our website, so nothing special here. So I clicked add new configuration. So I type in the address, a typo. All right. And then the usual behavior will happen. So he will then redirect me to the ownCloud, and I need to authenticate here now. So, but that's all right. And now I authenticated myself, and then he checked that I cannot access that account with that ownCloud client because the client ID and secret are not listed in my configuration. All right, and also I already created a feature request for having a more precise error message here. Okay, so yeah, if we want to have a custom configuration, so if we want to have something like Hauke's desktop client, we can just like edit here. So I just put in here new client, for example, reuse the URI here. And click on add, and then we have a new identifier and a new secret, and then I need to copy and paste that stuff to the ownBrander. So the ownBrander is based under customer.owncloud.com. So if we look at that, if we go to the ownBrander for the desktop client, we will find it here. So basically, that's what you have to do. So you have to copy and paste the client ID and the client secret to your ownBrander configuration. And as you can see, so it's starting with 3D, and this is basically the configuration I used for Hauke's desktop client. So I already created that client because it takes a while in order to be created. And yeah, after that, you just have to click on the generate desktop client thing, and then it runs for like 24 hours or so. And then you can download your client. I've already done that. So we've seen that we cannot use the public available client anymore because I deleted the configuration for that. And now I will have to open my customized client. That's called the Hauke client or Hauke Cloud client, whatever. So, and again, I will try the same thing again as before. And of course, I don't have a valid certificate. And yeah, he recognized that I'm already logged in this case, and now this client is allowed to log in to that server. All right, so I click on authorize, and then should be I can go back to the I will be redirected back to the configuration. I click on connect, and now I can I can use that client, and the same example again. So if I go here now and delete that configuration, it should immediately drop me off that connection here. So if I try to force a sync, yeah, he dropped me out, and I will get that error again. All right, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show today. Yeah, any questions so far? No one? Yes, please. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, please. You wanna?
We have a lot of customers who use Linux,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to use the lines that supply that. And well, some people use Ubuntu 14 or that was the latest version, and they ship ancient. You get a lot of problems, and I don't want to think about security implications. So if I can force my users to use the latest line that I supply, I can see the appeal.
Yeah. So as I said before, so it's we have one customer that that is really using that for security reasons. So as I said, for the iOS app, you can force, if you have your branded app, you can force people to use Touch ID or enter a 4-digit code in order to access the app. And that's not the case with the app that you download from the iOS store. And in that case, you can make sure that they only use that app that has this kind of security features that you want them to use. And of course, this error message that we have here now, it should be more precise, telling the user that the client that he uses at the moment is not supported by the server or something like that. I think I already created a feature request for that. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you just do it once. So basically, you create. So let's say you want to distribute a desktop client to your users. You just create that configuration once. You brand that client once, and then you distribute it to all of the users. And then you don't have to do it for every single user. It's built in the client. It's not user specific. It's client specific, so to say. Yeah. And it's stored in the ownBrander. So if you have a new release, and you recreate your client, then it's automatically in there again. So it's pretty easy to maintain that. All right. Any other questions? Yes, please.
So if I understand it correctly, you have to provide a secret ID generated from your own instance to customer.com.
Yeah.
Well, it's a secret ID. Would it be possible to keep it secret? As you would have to release that ownBrander so that I can install mine.
Yeah. I think this would be the only solution. I'm not sure if there are other workarounds to prevent that. Don't know, to be honest. Yes. As said, so the open source client, so that you can download freely on the internet, also uses a client ID and a secret. And if you're good in building your own clients, I'm pretty sure you can also build that in there somewhere, somehow. But that's you need to ask the people that create the clients. But we provide that to our customers as a self-service tool. That's what I just showed, so the ownbrander, where they can like change some values and the appearance of the client, and yeah, it's an automated tool basically. But it should be possible to do it somehow with this stuff. Mm-hmm. So the last part. It does. It does. It's using the default ones that I just showed somewhere. Yeah, so I deleted that before. So maybe the example is the same for the iOS app. So the iOS app that you download from the iOS App Store is using that client identifier and that client secret during the authorization flow. And this is also the same for the desktop client that you download. So there is a client ID and a client secret, and this is known to ownCloud if you install the Oauth app. So then we configure it into that app. Okay. Any other questions? Doesn't seem to be the case. All right, then I'm done. Thanks for your attention.